All right, we're going to watch Sienna's butterfly. We're going to watch it just at quarter speed here first, just to kind of see what it is. A couple things that Lynette and I have seen. Also, while looking at these videos, make sure you do refer back to the notes. Hopefully those will kind of be a little bit of helpful keywords that we can kind of look at as we get farther in. A couple things we notice right away, Sienna, is that when you do your butterfly, right here when you do your hand entry, you like to do 2 kicks up top. And we really want to make sure we move those hands to that water just a little bit better. Doing a good job of getting your head down. You're doing a good job of where your hands are entering. Really, you got some nice fly. It's just a little bit more speed and a little bit more coordination of just getting your hands moving through. That's going to help out a lot better. We want to see what you do and go in your turn. Be careful of not lifting your head up too high when you're not breathing, and definitely don't want to breathe that last stroke into your wall on your turns. So as we go into turn, you're doing a good job looking towards that hand. We'd like to see a little bit better look. We definitely need to see a better streamline. We can kind of see that you're looking forward and not really streamlined, but we'll see that probably more underwater. Great job of not breathing first stroke off the wall. Yay, that's awesome. All right, let's start this over here. We can kind of go in a little more depth to what it is we're looking at here, Sienna. All right, so first off, right here as you're entering just about shoulder width apart. Maybe your right hand is going a little bit too close in, but you're really right about shoulder width apart, and so that's great. All right, we want to see that every single time, and that really sets up for a good butterfly because you're able to get a much longer pull. But now the thing you have to be careful of is when your hands go in, you want to start catching that water and start pulling pretty quickly. You don't really want to wait, and what you're doing is you're waiting. You're doing your 2 kicks, 1, 2. 1, 2, and then because of that, you're not really doing a kick at the bottom like we want to see. We want to see that second kick right about there. So instead of doing 2 kicks up top, make sure we do the second kick down at the bottom. Now this is perfect. We like that your eyes are down, your head's a little high, but your eyes are at least down. We like that. We like how straight across your arms are. That looks fantastic, Sienna. Very nice recovery, and again, great hand entry. You can see as you get closer, you can see how your hands are really entering right shoulder width apart every single time, and so that's fantastic. The other thing you can kind of see is that you do a good job of breathing early. Right here, as your hands start to get close to your shoulders, that head is almost above the water, and right as you start to get underneath your shoulders, your head's up. So that's fantastic. Now, the thing we don't want to do is come up so high. You kind of see that you got the top of your suit right at the surface of the water. What we'd like to do is just see the shoulder and your chin right at the surface. So try to lower just a little bit more as you get close to that breath. Don't let your whole upper body come up. Just let your chin, let your shoulders be on the surface of that water, okay? And again, right here, you can kind of see you still have your pinkies up, your thumbs down. And that's a really good hand entry. You got your hand entering just a little bit on the side as well. So that's fantastic. Just 2 kicks up top, no kick at the bottom. So we got to work on that. Now, as we go into a turn, what you want to do is take that last breath into your wall, because when you do, you're not really able to finish. You can see that you're just kind of falling in that wall, and you're a little bit too high on that wall. So you want to make sure you get 1 stroke into that turn without a breath. As you start your turn, you're a little high in the water here. You can see the back of that suit up a little bit higher. We'd like to see your shoulders right at water depth, which is where the bottom line is, so more down here. And then instead of looking up here at your block, we want to see your eyes looking right here where your hand is. So the hand that stays on the wall, that's the hand that you want to watch as it comes off the wall, okay? As you start to come off the wall, you do a great job of bending that elbow. Your hand looks like it's getting ready to come in right where it should. And I think if your eyes had watched, we would have for sure seen it right below. If we had watched your hand, we would have seen that hand go right behind the side of your ear. Now, with your feet, a little high, right? You can see your toes are almost above the water. So we don't want to let those feet go quite so high into your wall, but it's pretty good. We'll see what it looks like underwater, because you may be a little more on the side. But definitely you can tell your eyes are looking up, and you can see that your hands really aren't together. Because if they're together, we can't see that there's 2 hands. We'd only see 1. So you want your eyes down better, and we want those hands in a nice, tight streamline with barely any space to move in between those arms. All right. The other thing we got to do is really got to work on that 6 kicks off the wall. 2, 3, 4. So you got 4 kicks, but you didn't quite get out those flags. If you do those 6 dolphin kicks, you're going to be able to get out those flags, and if you're streamlined, for sure. Great job. Everything looks so good. I think there's just a few things that if you keep working on, we're going to see some big improvements, Sienna. Love getting to have you in JV, so well done.